I'd like to call the Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Please rise for a moment of silent prayer, followed by the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to request that the clerk call the roll.
Basson.
Here.
Sorry. Weigelt.
Here.
Bratton.
Here.
Benvenuto.
Here.
Stats.
Here.
Keaveney.
Here.
Nair.
Here.
Lull. Riley.
Here.
Nabozny.
Here.
Craig.
Here.
Chakowski. Ligonia.
Here.
Sterling. Cross.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Hughes.
Here.
Scalera.
Here.
Guzzi.
Here.
Teal. Morrell.
Here.
Knott.
Here.
Tyree.
Here.
34-23 present, 112 absent. We have a quorum.
Thank you. I'd like a motion to pay the bills, accept the treasurer's report, and file the minutes with the clerk's office.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Made second.
Chairman, before we vote, could I ask that the treasurer give us a quick summary of what transpired with the cash balance this month?
Sure.
Essentially, Art had asked the question, what happened to, between the month of April and May? Well, we did pay out over $6 million to make the schools whole. That had a precipitous drop in the cash balance. In addition to that, you'll notice from year to year, May this year to May last year, from January through May this year, we paid out over $4 million more in accounts payable. About $2 million of that was due to the fact that we restricted the accounts payable last December. We held back a little bit rather than paying so quick to build our cash balance and be able to meet our retirement payment, which we did, and save $75,000. And we've also transferred another $2.5 million out of the general fund this May, more than last May, down to some of the other funds to cover some of the bills. A lot of that was for capital, because as you know, we need to pay that money out before we can get reimbursed. And the third factor is we have $5 million more invested in Pine Haven this May than last May. So that's where we stand. We do hope to have that closing by the end of this month. And it is our hope that we will inject $4 to $5 million back into the general fund due to that closing.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, I'd like to have Supervisor Hughes come up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, why the chairman invited me up here is I want to talk about an exciting program that we developed in Columbia County basically last year it started. And I was solicited by the Martin Van Buren Park Service and also the Friends of Lindenwold come together to, what they were looking to do is to create energy around our national parks. And if most people don't know, we have a gym right here in Columbia County in the Martin Van Buren home. And so what we were trying to do is get young people involved. And we thought the best way to do that was to solicit the young people who we would want to come there and try to convince them or have them teach us what we need to do to get their friends to come and visit one of our national treasures. And so what we did is we picked 4 young men and women, primarily last year, primarily from the city of Hudson. And the program was in its infancy, and we think it was a good start, and it gave us a good foundation. This year, we picked 5 individuals from out and around the county. So you'll see we have some young adults from Chatham, Ichabod, and Hudson. And you'll see that they're dynamic. They're all sitting back there. Most of them are smarter than most of us, I think. And you will see that these young kids are very dynamic and show the best of what we have to offer here in Columbia County. But one of the things they did last year to attract some of the young people is develop a video. And so we want, and it's about 3 to 4 minutes long, so we want to play that video for you and show you what some of our kids helped develop last year.
So yeah, well, just the background is some of our youth from last year were a part of this video that was a collaborative effort of other national parks to celebrate our 100th anniversary for this year.
In the future, the national parks are rockin'. The party has lasted for hundreds of years because of this song.
Provide them with better vision, turn them gray skies blue, keep them national parks living. Been 100 years strong, gotta help them to make a difference. So 100 years later, it's alive and it's still kicking. Hope my great grandchildren embracing its inner beauty, connecting and make a change, providing the means to do it. At times they're gonna seem clueless, but if they put the time in, that hard work's gonna pay off. That sun gon' keep shining. I mean, look how far we come in just 100 years. Had a couple roadblocks and probably cried 100 tears. If you wanna make a change, get to looking in the mirror, cause a change starts with you, the most important person here. This should be a celebration, celebrate a nation, made it to the centennial. Let's get back to the basics. Shout out to them rangers and all them volunteers. Make a toast to your work and go another 100 years. Love what you do what you love. Need it to 100 years, it's a celebration, yeah.
It's your birthday, cause who gets to see 100 birthdays? No, they wanna see me fall like first date, even on my worst day. I just listen to the motivation in the music. Tell the rangers, tell the students, tell them we can do it. He can do it, she can do it. Why you snoozing if you keep your head down? You'll never see all the beautiful things you gon' pass, cause some things never last. Never know what you got until it's a thing of the past, and you no longer have it. Now you stuck looking back, wishing you preserved it, like maybe it ain't deserved. The way you took it for granted, put your heart in it, like a transplant. National park it is, man, that's the cap, yeah. And I ain't just yapping, I really love it, yo. 100 years down, raise your glass to 100 more.
Love what you do what you love. Need it to 100 years, it's a celebration, yeah. Love what you do what you love. Need it to 100 years, it's a celebration, yeah. Love what you do what you love. Need it to 100 years, it's a celebration, yeah.
Hey everyone, this is John Jarvis, the Director of the National Park Service. It's great to celebrate 100 years with YAP.
Love what you do what you love. Need it to 100 years, it's a celebration, yeah.
This video And in part with that is we were hoping to attract young talent to our parks. And so this year, we're looking to have a more robust, and with it being the actual 100th year of our national parks, we have our young men and women back there that are going to come up. We're going to introduce them to you, but we first want to bring Peter Bergiano up from the Friends of Lindenwold to tell you about the contribution to this project.
Okay, I want to thank the board first for allowing this opportunity. I know it's June, I know it's a slow month, so we picked this. I wanted to do this for a couple things. One, to introduce you, to reintroduce you to the Martin Van Buren National Historic Site in our county. And I think it's undervalued in our county. I think our goal is to try to bring more exposure to it, more attention to it, get more tourists to it, so everyone can appreciate it. It's not just a Columbia County destination, it's a national park. It's not just one of our historic houses. In addition to that, it's a national park. So the Friends of Lindenwold is a volunteer organization, not for profit, dedicated to bringing attention to the president through creative activities and in events. So what we did last year, as Bill mentioned, we created this interesting, innovative program. It was introduced to us by the National Park Service as an opportunity. We partnered with the Park Service. We contributed half the funds for this program. The National Park Service matched those funds, and as Bill said, we had 4 people. In that video that you saw, it was basically brought here to Columbia County, and that was a nationally shown video. The actors that you see in there were volunteers at our park, at the Martin Van Buren site, and the students helped put that together. So this year, we were able to move ahead because we felt the need to, what we realized was the demographics of a National Park Service visitor is a 55-year-old white male. So we decided last year that we needed to get into the youth, we needed to get into the core of urban cities and find individuals that might be interested to help develop this for the future. Because we know our visitors are not what we really want them to be. So we're trying to engage youth and trying to figure out ways to do that. So we're talking to them, working with them. So the Youth Ambassador Program, though, YAP, which you saw there, was to stimulate that to come back into the community and try to engage youth. We have today with us some students that were selected. Bill Hughes has been very instrumental in the process, especially last year in coming to the urban center of Hudson of Columbia County and finding students that could participate. Very successful program, trying to make it more successful this year. And so this year we want, it's the 100th anniversary. We've dedicated to it. It's 100th anniversary. The house is open free this year for 2000. I also wanted to recognize Jane Miller and Ann Sharoon, who are trustees from the Friends of Lindenwold. And I also wanted to thank the Columbia County Board of Supervisors, particularly Board Chairman Patrick Gratton in 2013, and the Government Committee that's chaired by Ron Nutt. I'm not sure if he was chaired in 2013. I want to thank the County Board of Supervisors, and many of you were here, some of you weren't, for the donation of the land that was one time going to be a transfer station or actual physical land dump site, which is across the street from the National Historic Site. And it was through work and coordination between the Government Committee and Supervisor Gratton, Chairman Gratton, that he was able to work with us, and we became stewards of the property. For 30 years before that, we had been stewards, and we approached the Board of Supervisors, and you gave us that property. We're maintaining it, we're growing it, we're collaborating with the Cornell Cooperative Extension and running programs there. We're having an Environmental Awareness Day, we're bringing in schools, and it's an opportunity for us to get more people to the site area thinking that they can cross the street and come to the park as well. So please support the National Park. We'd love to have you there. We have events coming up. We'll invite you all to. We have a picnic coming up in July. We'd love to have you come there. If you want an individual tour, we may have a Supervisor's Day, something like that. Love to have you come there. Please connect with the park, especially this centennial year. And I want to thank all of you for your support. Bill Hughes, Pat Gratton, Ron Nutt on the Government Committee. And now I'd like to introduce Kayla Altman, who has come on board and has been running this program with the youth. And she'll introduce the youth that we have for the class of 2016.
Thank you for giving us the chance to have a quick overview of what the program is going to look like for this year. Again, my name is Kayla Altman, and I am the program coordinator for this, and Peter and Bill and others that are a part of the Friends of Lindenwold have really helped us to interview and select the students over the past couple of weeks. So what we're planning on doing this summer is sort of like an internship. It's a learning experience, and by choosing youth from around the county, we're hoping that they are able to learn from each other, that they're able to grow through leadership and public speaking, as well as getting experiences and exposure to career opportunities and other things that they might not have. One of the main focuses of the program is to help the students develop a greater understanding of the natural and cultural heritage of Columbia County and how Martin Van Buren National Historic Site and the agricultural landscape that is there is a part of that. Because it's not just about his house, it's also about his farm and how that is also a part of the current landscape today. So some of the projects that we'll be working on is they will be in charge of developing a geocache or a scavenger hunt program that will allow summer camps, after school programs, and hopefully in the fall some school groups to come on site to visit and explore the farm and get a better idea of what the site has to offer, in addition to the house tours, especially because the house is closed for 6 months out of the year. Some of the other projects they'll be working on are landscape management at the site to gain a better idea of stewardship and helping out with the interpretive programs. At the site, they'll be paired with one of our staff as sort of a mentor to help them learn a little bit more about presenting and maybe share 1 or 2 of the rooms in the house on one of their mentors' tours. We also do community service projects, so we help to remove invasive species from the land that is owned by the Friends of Lindenwold last year, and we also worked with the Columbia Land Conservancy to help out with some trail building over in the Greenport Conservation Area. And I'm hoping to expand that to some other organizations this year as well. We are also focused on providing leadership development, and I'm hoping that they get some of the things out of this. So I'll let them introduce themselves. They will give you their name, what school they go to, and something they hope to get out of the program for this summer.
Hey, my name is Christian Tampasis. I'm from Hudson High School. I'm 16. In 11th grade, going to be a senior. And out of this program, I've always been awkward and shy, so I'm hoping to establish more of a dominant communication skill set and hopefully become more social. So I'm hoping to gain that out of this program.
Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm 17. I'm going to be a senior next year. I go to Chatham. I just want a social and educational experience, and I love historical sites. I always go hiking and I go to historical sites, and I've been to Martin Van Buren site multiple times, and I just want to get to know more information about it.
I'm Dan Gillis. I'm a senior at Hudson High School, and I will be attending Ithaca College in the fall. And I really want to, use this program to learn more about my community and learn about ways that I can give back to it.
My name is Jasmine Dort. I'm in 11th grade. I'm 16 years old. I hope to learn better communication skills and responsibility.
Thank you.
So, as you see, this is our class, and we actually have one intern and one other student too that probably couldn't make it. But as Peter iterated, we were a part of helping this program grow by donating the land, and that allowed them to actually grow the park and add to the program. And so thank you to all the supervisors who were here at the time that we donated the land, especially Chairman Grattan and Supervisor Knott. But thank you to all of you on the board, because we think this is going to be a successful program.
Thank you, Supervisor.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. I'd like to ask or request that the clerk read the resolutions.
Resolution 230 of 2016 by Supervisor Moore, 231 by Grattan, 232 by Teal, 233 by Knott, 234 by Moore, 235 by Teal, 236 by Weigelt, 237 by Weigelt, 238 by Basson, 239 by Supervisor Knott.
Supervisor Knott.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 240 of 2016 by Supervisor Basson, 241 by Teal, 242 by Weigelt, 243 by Knott, 244 by Knott, 245 by Moore, 246 by Basson, 247 by Basson, 248 by Teal, 249 by Grattan, and 250 by Supervisor Moore.
Supervisor Moore.
Mr. Chairman, I report these resolutions for adoption.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I would like to recuse myself from resolutions number 248 and 249 as they're related to the creamery and a resolution that we had passed previously.
Resolution 251 of 2016 by Supervisor Teal, 252 by Knott, 253 by Basson, 254 by Moore, 255 by Grattan, 256 by Teal, 257 by Grattan, 258 by Weigelt, and 259 by Grattan.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chair, I respectfully recuse myself from Resolution 253.
Thank you. Okay, do supervisors have any business?
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to say one thing. I've been working very hard at Town of Kinderhook business, and last night I had the occasion to stop in the city of Hudson, see somebody about some Town of Kinderhook stuff, and meet somebody up in the town, and meet somebody else after town, and it was about 8:15 when I got home. And this is a great job being a supervisor. I can't say it enough how whether it's a town or a city of Hudson supervisor represent, get to travel throughout the county, to be hands-on, meet with people, sometimes be very successful addressing their concerns and sometimes being less than successful. But I think we all really ought to sit back and reflect how fortunate we are to be supervisors and to be in government today and be able to help people and participate so much and make a difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, any other supervisors? All right, next, I'd like to make an appointment from the chair, or appointments from the chair. You may have heard the rumor or read that I was going to form a broadband committee, which I have done, and I'd like to announce it right now. It's John Riley, who's going to chair the committee, Peter Sipkowski from the town of Hillsdale, Patrick Grattan from the town of Kinderhook, Colleen Teal from the town of New Lebanon, and also a member of the Connect Columbia, Michael Tucker from CEDC, Dave Berman from Connect Columbia, Rob Lopez from E911, Ann Muller as a representative for Congressman Gibson, Bob Allard as a representative from Senator Marcion, William Gustafson as a representative of Assemblyman Barrett, and actually Peter Lopez representing himself, Assemblyman Lopez, Ridge Harris as a representative of Assemblyman McLaughlin's, Alexandre Petraglia as a representative of Mayor Hamilton, Richard Giuliano from Columbia County MIS, Ken Flood from the Columbia County Planning Department, and Richard Eckel as an at-large member from the town of Stuyvesant. So this committee will be a subcommittee of the Economic Development Committee. So reports will be given at the Economic Development meeting as well. I encourage all of you, if you have an interest in broadband, even though if you're not on the committee, that you can attend the subcommittee meetings or the Economic Development Committee meetings. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Bill Hughes.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.